Sanvanani Timelanganapsheni to everybody out there. It's me again, the lady of the wise, the queen that reigns supreme, Nelly Ndlovukazi. And I'd like to say Happy New Year and thank you for 161 subscribers. As you know, I bring the best in studio. With me, I have Amapiano artist, guys. She's a writer and a composer. She was featured on the soundtrack, Shomani Shaka Ilembe. Give it up for Nomatemba!
Hi.
Welcome, Nomatemba. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you.
It's nice to have you here.
Okay, so tell us about Shaka Ilembe. Let's just break it there.
Oh.
How did you start? How did it all happen?
Okay, starting with that.
With that, baby.
All right, so it was last year. There were people that I was working with, and one of them called me for this opportunity, and I grabbed it with both my hands, and I was really happy for that because it's something that's big. Shaka Ilembe is very big, so I had to jump in.
And who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't? Yeah,
Exactly.
so I had to go gun blazing and just take the opportunity and make the song. Yeah.
And what inspired you to write the song? Like they just gave you a beat and there you had it.
Yeah.
Like you had everything. What inspired that?
Okay, they just gave me the beat and I started, having these ideas. There was different ideas, and one of the people that were at the studios, they came with some melodies, and I was just taking everyone's help, and so I just started thinking that no man, this is about war. Shaka Zulu is about war, and also it's things that people that are in this world are experiencing. So I had to jump in and just make a song about preparing for war. Yeah.
And it says Slomani. What does it mean? Is it like be armed, be ready? I don't know.
What's Slomani in English?
Slomani.
It's prepare for war.
Prepare, right?
Yeah.
So obviously in life we always have to prepare for everything.
Definitely.
So what is that war that is in your life? What do you prepare for?
The journey in general, it's war. We have things that are happening individually, and life in general is war. So definitely I was talking about life, and I was also referring to the series because the series is also about war. So it was both those things.
Okay, explain to us about your career. How did you start off and say, okay, I want to do piano?
Yeah.
Out of all genres, piano.
Piano, yeah.
Is it because it's popular or do you love it?
Could be. I'm joking. No. Starting music in general, it was not on my ideas, my plans. So I just didn't think I could do music like that. And when I recorded in 2022, one of my friends called me at the studio. We both come from the same high school, so they'd hear me sing in class, So he remembered that I can sing and just called me at the studio. When I went there, I wrote the song, I murdered the song. And I was like, no man, I'm good.
You gave it life.
Yeah. I was like, nah, I'm taking this. I'm going with it. And I'm just going to try to get myself opportunities and take music as my love, because now it's my first love. I can say that.
Really? It's your first love? There's no boyfriend? It's your first love?
Please don't say that.
Okay.
You'll get me killed.
Okay. So where do you want to take your music to? Since you say Hore, it's something that you did unexpectedly and now you love it. What is the plan for Nomatemba and music?
So this is like a spiritual journey for me. Music is spiritual for me.
It is.
So I'm letting everything to God. Wherever He leads me, I'll go there. But for me, my plans are for my music to reach a lot of people, because if you could listen to my music, it's about healing, it's about spirituality, it's about going on when things are, it's about that. So I want people to be inspired when they hear my music.
Inspired, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned a whole lot, but what stood out for me was the healing, right? We all go through a lot as people.
Yes.
So I'm sure you went through something.
Yeah.
And you needed to heal from that space.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know if you want to share that with us.
Yeah. That's a lot. I've went through a lot growing up, but something that stood up for me was not having my father in my life that I knew for so long. You know, I had a good relationship with my dad until I was in grade 6, and everything was, I never saw him again after that. And that for me was, it's really hard even now, because I still love him and I will always love him, and there's nothing bad that I'm holding against him. And for me, it's a healing journey for me to like forgive him for not being there. So that's the healing I'm talking about. I'm sure everyone is, like, most people in South Africa are experiencing that. I've seen that on socials, and I think people need a lot of healing when it comes to that aspect, because you can't move on when you have a parent in life that you never had, but he's existing, and you know, that needs a lot of healing. It needs a lot of strength. So yeah, that's what I'm currently healing from.
So that means forgiveness is key.
Yes.
And most people don't know that forgiveness is key, because it's like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. Definitely. But you're gonna die inside yourself.
Yes.
So let's speak about forgiveness. Since you said you are forgiving your father, even though it's not easy, because the person is still alive but is not in touch with you.
Yeah. So I've forgiven him. It took a lot for me to do that, because I was asking myself, why all those things. You can't just forgive someone. You need to sit down, think about it, pray about it, meditate about it. You know, don't avoid it, and then definitely you will heal. So I think over the years, when I finished my matric, I realized that we all make mistakes, and I want my father to know that I'm not angry at him. As much as this life, I couldn't experience most of my lifetime with him, but definitely I'm not angry, and I'm sure one day we'll reconcile and be good. Yeah. But also I want to thank my mom. She's been holding this for me. My stepdad also, they've been there for me. So I can't say that space was really big, but it was, because you know, when you had a relationship with someone and all of a sudden it stops, it becomes a problem. But yeah, I'm grateful for everything that my parents did for me.
And a lot of kids in South Africa, or the young people, are really facing the same issue that you're facing. Either the mother is absent or the father is absent, and then they don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that healing was important for you, letting go, and you still love your dad.
Yes.
And you mentioned your mom, and it's Mother's Day on Sunday. Shout out to all the mothers. We appreciate and we love you. Okay, so you mentioned your stepdad.
Yes.
How was that relationship going with your stepdad?
It's really good. My stepdad is really cool. He's been my stepdad since 2009. You know, I really love him. He's really cool. He's like he is a father to me. He is a father. So it's really good. And for me, I just want all of them in my life. You know, that's part of healing, loving each other. We have limited time in this world, and all we can do is just love each other, you know, be there for each other, regardless of our mistakes. Yeah, so true. My stepdad and I are really good, you know. So
any upcoming projects, anything that you've planned for Noma Temba?
Yeah. I have a lot of things planned for myself, and soon I'm releasing a song. It's called Vula. Yeah, people will be seeing the Vula songs really soon. So, okay, let me explain the song. It's like, I'm from Zion. It's a Zion. I don't know if people know Zion. Like,
they know it.
Yeah. So there's a song of Vula Izindlebe Zami. You know, ngomsawak, ngizwe ngomsawak. So for me, it was like God, open this journey for me. Open my ears in this journey, my eyes, so that I can see what I'm meant to do, my purpose, you know. So for me, I'm opening a new journey for me. I'm opening my eyes and I'm opening my ears. And I just want to see this journey spiritually, not physically, you know. So that's definitely what I was referring to when I wrote the song.
Okay, you mentioned God, you mentioned spirituality.
Yes.
Okay, explain to us your spiritual journey and how it's so important for a young person to have a relationship with God.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Me and God, we've had our ups and downs. Let me say me, because God never changes.
God is always there.
Yeah. So I've had times where I became, I don't believe in God. When I was in high school and doing religion studies and learning about these different religions, that makes you really want to say, God is, it doesn't, it's a myth. But for me, I've seen God in my life. There's things that I believe that, there's no way that I could have done this on my own. It's definitely God. So from those experiences, I've learned that God is my pillar. God is always going to be there for me. And I also believe that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. True. So definitely, and that journey, it's the spiritual life for me now is very deep with God, because now I'm experiencing a lot of things and I'm like, God, take over. I can't do this anymore. Exactly. So it's very important for everyone, even if you don't believe in Jesus Christ or God or whatever, but believe in what you believe in. Believe in your spiritual, wherever you were raised, believe in what you want to believe in, but make sure that thing works for you and you do it precisely, you do it good. So that, because this world, we're filled with spiritual energies that are weird. So we definitely need God.
We do.
Yes.
And I feel like especially with us as the young people, there's a whole lot of influence, especially from society.
Yes.
And most young people face identity crisis. They don't know who they are. And the problem with not knowing who you are is that you get taken by everything that comes.
Exactly.
And then you end up having to deal with the consequences later on. So it's very important for young people to know who they are.
Yes.
You know who you are, right?
Yes.
So speak on that.
So I do know who I am now. And I feel like growing up, I didn't really know who I was. Now I identify as God's favorite daughter. When I was growing up, it was like, who am I? Experiencing those different things growing up, heartbreaks, all those things. I just needed validation of myself from other people. I had no self-confidence. I had, I didn't know who I was. But ever since I've had a good relationship with God and I've worked on my relationship with God, I have experienced the fact that I know who I am every time, and even when I go on dangerous places, because I work with communities, and I tell myself that I'm God's favorite daughter. There's nothing that's gonna happen to me
because the great one is at work.
Exactly. So it's very important for young people to know who they are, because you will want validation from wrong people, and that's what you don't want. Because when you get validation from wrong people, your whole identity will be missed, and you'll be, confused.
True.
Yeah.
And I love the word of God because it's truth. It's not anybody's opinion. That's God's words himself. So even though other people might reject you, but God is actually calling you. You mentioned that you work with communities. Which communities do you work with, and what do you do there?
They were gonna kill me if I didn't mention them. It's Zola.
Okay.
Yeah, I work in Zola, Soweto. So they're amazing people. And the fact that Mpume Kasi and going to another Kasi for work, it's definitely a different experience, but it's amazing. The people there are united. Like our typical Kasis, it's neighborhood. Everyone loves each other. It's like that vibe. But definitely it's challenging, because when it comes to work that they have to do, they delay. But yeah, I love them.
So why do you think they delay?
So I have projects that I'm doing there. Okay. So they have, as young people, you need to be...
So what projects?
So the project that I'm doing right now, it should come from them as the youth of that community. Okay. And what I'm there for is to facilitate the entire project that they want us to do. It can be any project. It can be HIV and AIDS awareness to the community. It can be small business growth to the young people in the community, because many people there are unemployed, especially young people. So it can be that, but the project needs to come from them. So the only thing that I'm there for is to facilitate them, help them, so that when I go to the other communities in Soweto, they also get the same help.
The same help.
Yeah.
Speaking of unemployment, what do you think is causing unemployment in South Africa?
South Africa. Well, don't even say that. That's a hard pill to swallow, because you go to school hoping that at least you will be a breadwinner of the family, But it gets bad because you will go to school for like 4 years plus, and then you don't get a job. You know, everyone at home is like, "Bose Skoleni, what were you doing then? You come here, what's going on?" But it's hard. It's just
I just don't like the South African education system. I feel like it's not it, especially now, because we are moving into the fourth revolution. Like, see how the world is just going AI online. So I feel like they need to change what's on that curriculum. I feel like AI should be taught in schools.
I agree, 100%.
Because you were there at school, you were being taught, okay, life sciences, tourism. There's no jobs a lot in tourism. Yeah. And then you come out of school, it's like there's no jobs. And then when you apply, they tell you 10 years experience. What? I feel like that's also discouraging and one of the factors that causes unemployment amongst the young people. Because we are not taught to become business minded, how to create employment. Instead, we are taught how to go and be employed. And it's affecting our black communities.
It is.
Because we don't think financially anymore.
We don't.
We need to grow as black people, especially with our finances.
Yes.
We need to make sure as young people, instead of going to buy 6-pack savannah, how can you put that money into your bank, increase and grow your credit score in order to buy izinto, like property, for example. So I feel like as the youth of SA, we need to wake up and see things on a different angle.
Definitely.
What do you think about that?
100%. It's like you were there yesterday when I was talking to my lectures. We're discussing the fact that our education system is crazy. It's bad.
It is.
From primary to high school to tertiary, because I remember in grade 9, 2016, we learned about Hitler. Who cares? Like, I'm sorry, but you know, what's that gonna do
for
to my future? You know, so the education system is bad.
And it needs to change.
It needs to change, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. I'm not being negative, but I do feel we need to like stand up, especially us as youth, because these people are gonna depart from this world and leave us with these problems. So we definitely need to take steps into like making sure that we change the system. It's really bad. Even in tertiary, you know, there's things that people should not be doing there, but they are,
make sense.
because they just, it's more of a pressure to be in university, but you're doing something that's not even gonna give you a job in South Africa. So definitely, that's what I'm thinking. We need to change the entire system, you know. Yeah.
Speaking of changes, are you going to vote on the 29th of May?
Are
you going to vote on the 29th of May?
I will vote. Voting I'm definitely going to vote. Yeah.
So why do you think other young people feel like voting is useless? Because if you could ask someone like KP right now, what KP are you going to vote?
I'm voting.
You better vote.
That's good. So yes. So why do you think voting is very important? Especially amongst us as young people, it's very important, guys.
Yeah, and they don't know that.
And
young
they don't
people
know.
Don't know. They think, nah, it's okay, man. This political party will win anyway. You know.
Yes.
So, but I do think you need to have a choice, they're giving you freedom of choice,
and we need to utilize it.
Yeah, so that you can change if you want change, and not. These people want change, but they're sitting at homes like this.
That's the problem.
You know, you need to participate in that. So they need to go out and vote. Please, young people, vote.
Santella, vote Dani. Okay, so who's your favorite Amapiano artist?
I was waiting for that.
Who would you want to like collabo with, you know?
Okay, so I have a lot of faves. I don't want to lie. I can count 1,000 times. I have a lot of female faves actually. I have males also, like.
Okay, give us a female and a male.
Okay, so a male, because I'm very spiritual and I can spot a spiritual artist.
Yes.
So Young Stan is very spiritual. And
what makes you say that?
He is. You could see from his writing, from his music. It's not in his power, and most of the times you could hear from the music that this was not really him.
So which song do you think it was not really him?
Imithandazo, the verse there is crazy. The Imithandazo by Kabza. Yeah. That verse is crazy. Young Stunner is crazy. And I do feel like the other music that he's getting in, it's like for vibes and everything, but his purpose and journeys and the spiritual part.
side.
Yeah. So definitely Young Stunner, I love Young Stunner. I love his music. He's really good. And for females, I have a lot of female. South Africa has beautiful female singers. They are good.
No, give us 3 females.
3. Okay, no problem. So can I start with 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
You know, my
ultimate your rankings. Okay.
Okay, so 3 Buhle. Definitely Buhle.
Why Buhle?
Besides the fact that we come from Vosloorus, both of us, you know, but she's very good. She's too good.
Yeah,
she can. Her voice is amazing. I'm in love with her voice.
Okay.
And then 2, I'm struggling to like. How can I say it's number 2? There are a lot. Okay, can I say Nkosazana? Because I'd be lying if I don't say she's a queen.
Okay.
She's a queen. She's doing amazing, and I love the fact that our age gap is not that much, and already she's achieved a lot, and that's inspiring to me. Yeah, so definitely her, my number 1. My love, it's Jessica LM.
Okay.
Jessica LM is
And
so talented.
Probably don't know her.
Many people don't know her, but trust me, once you hear her songs, you won't go back. She's good. She's amazing. I've been in studio with her. And she can write music in seconds. She can just read a paper here and write music about that. That's how dope she is.
And you know, I can spot the similarities. She reads in paper, writes music, and they give you a beat, you write the lyrics. Okay. I just get why she's your number 1, because you guys relate, you know. Okay, so
thank you. That's a compliment.
Okay. Any upcoming projects? Anything that you've planned for us?
Okay, so my music is coming. I've been working at the studio. I have beautiful music, and soon I don't know if it's gonna be this month, but I announced the dates. I'll be releasing Vula. Yes, my first single, and then from there I'll be releasing music, because I have really good music. I've worked with a lot of people. I've worked with Janda K1, who's also very dope. Okay. So so one of the songs that I want to release is him there. So I can't wait.
All the best. I can't wait to hear too. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I can't wait for this to go on. Yeah.
Okay. It was amazing having you with us. Okay. Any last words that you'd like to say? Yeah.
So guys, please follow me. It's Noma Music on Instagram. It's Noma Temba on Facebook. And on TikTok it's Noma Music. Noma_music. And guys, please get your spiritual life intact. And also young people, participate. Get out of that bed. Go to organizations and participate. Do gardening projects. Anything. Because those things are the ones that are going to make you to be the best that you could be. And also follow your dreams and follow me. Thank you.
That's nice. Okay. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best in your career, and we love you so much.
I love you more. Thank you so much. It was nice having you.
Nice having you too.
You're so adorable.
Thank you. And there you go, Mzansi. That was Noma Temba spilling the tea with us. And if you loved and you learned a lot from this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment in the section below. And don't forget, I am your hostess with the mostess, and I love you all. See you next time.
Love you. Bye.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. That was no Matemba.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Well done.
Thank you.